so I make sure I just top up on that, and then sometimes I just throw an omega-3 in there as well, just because I think it's just good just to keep things ticking over. You could also do a multivitamin as well. Even though a well-balanced vegan diet will supply you with all the supplements that you need and all the nutrients that you need, I think sometimes just to double check to make sure you're on the right track is really important. Anyway, let's talk about breakfast. So normally I would cook this on the stove, but when you can't be bothered, whack it in the microwave, and then afterwards I'm going to put on top of it some chia seeds, some flax seeds, some hemp seeds, a handful of nuts, maybe some walnuts as well, and some blueberries. When I do it in the big saucepan, I tend to put in some frozen mangoes, some other frozen fruits as well, but it's not so simple to do that in the microwave. Anyway, a lazy man's effort, but it does the job. See you very shortly for the morning workout. Okay, so let's just talk about what the timetable typically looks like day in, day out. I would show you it, but it's got information there linked to my work, and I don't want to share that. So 7 to 8, wake up. Obviously, sometimes I wake up before that. At the moment, I'm waking up at kind of still 5:45, 6 o'clock. Wake up, breakfast, kind of do the vitamins, all the bits and pieces like that. Make the bed. Always good to start the day with a task that you can be succeeding in. So making the bed there's always a good one. 8 to 9:30, around about that time, doing an indoor workout. I'm following Joe Wicks at the moment. He's called the Body Coach online, loads of social media attention, and he's doing workouts for children, for families. 9 AM Monday to Friday, worth checking out his channel. Quite a difficult workout, it's not just for kids. I've got some time there for yoga. It was set aside as well for a walk, but even though we can do one exercise a day, I've kind of put it on the back burner to focus on kind of keeping safe for both myself and people around me. Shower, and then I do some work for work. And even though at the moment I am working from home, I'm still checking each day, checking emails, responding to messages I need to, and making sure that I'm getting up to date with things that are coming up in the future. I work in education, so at the moment schools are open for key workers and there's limited staff. I am somebody who's at home at the moment. And then after that, start to look at doing a bit of reading, whether that be physical books or audio books. I'm also doing a diploma at the moment in vegan nutrition. That's quite exciting. Or I might do a bit of watching of YouTube, catching up with my subscriptions, and making sure everybody there is doing well. Then it's lunchtime. During that period, I might watch some TV, catch up with a series or start a series. And then between 12:45 and roughly 1:15, bit of a brain challenge, some puzzles, some games, and maybe do some little game of cards, something like that. And then after that, it's back to doing some personal work, or maybe recording videos like this for YouTube. And then we've got to kind of avoid the day where it might be watching a film, watching a documentary, a little bit of downtime, dinner and a series again, continuing with whichever series we've started. And then just in the evening, it's just some games, keeping busy, having some fun, maybe a bit of Headspace as well. As an educator, I get a year's subscription to Headspace free, so I've been utilising that. Again, reading some free time and just making sure I'm relaxing and staying positive and eating well. So that's the rough timetable for the day, and I will jump in and out throughout the day with some clips about what I'm getting up to. See you soon. Hey everyone, so it's midday and it's about the time of day where I start to look at doing some work. I'm working from home at the moment, but the work we're doing is sort of already in place, so it's just kind of getting up to speed with a few bits and pieces, check some emails, do a little bit of content for the coming weeks, and that kind of summarises what we get up to around about this time of the day. And shortly we'll be preparing some lunch, and I'll take you into the kitchen to see what we have got coming up today. Okay, so just join me in the kitchen now, preparing lunch. So today the main focus is going to be on these Richmond meat-free sausages. Would love to have these in a roll, nice crusty roll with some ketchup, but no rolls and not going to be going out to get any. So sausages today, and accompanying that, just a rice that we got the other day from Waitrose here, just brown rice. You can see that. I'm not going to read it to you, but that's a really, really good, just quick, ready to go packet. And then quite a few veggies, but I have to be a bit careful because, of course, in this time, I don't want to be using them all up right now because when they're gone, they're gone. Like I said, not going to be heading out anytime soon. just going to stay inside for a good couple of days and then only go out when I really need to, get out nice early, see if the stores have got veggies in, but otherwise for now just using what we have in the house. So I'm quick run through now. Some carrots, I've got some little baby corns and a bit of mange too, broccoli, cucumber, solo pepper, sugar snap peas, spinach, and some mixed tomatoes. That's kind of roughly what we're working with. And oh, I've also got some nice cocktail gherkins there. I like to try and get some fermented type things in. I haven't got some kimchi in the cupboard, I ran out of that, but I have got some, what's the other one? Sauerkraut? That's right, yeah, I've got some of that up in the cupboard. I haven't opened that yet. So I'm going to hit some gherkins up, and yeah, that's going to be lunch, and I'll add a quick snap, Instagram worthy snap on the screen so you can see what it looks like afterward. Just a basic lunch ready to go. Switched over from the GoPro to the phone just for a moment. Yep, not going out for a run, but still getting in some nice rays. It's not too bad out here today. It's about 14 degrees. It's a little bit chilly in the wind, so just watching the... Sorry, just waving to somebody who was across the road. We are many metres apart, hugely socially distanced, and yeah, just nice to wave on people, and we'll just keep enjoying a bit of sun for a while. I'll catch up with you later to film the rest of what I do in a day, but essentially this part is just relaxing. Hey everybody, good afternoon. We're about to play some cards. I'm having a quick snack, giant bar here, rolled oats and apricot. I did message them once on Instagram just to try and get some cheeky free flapjack bars for my run. They denied it. They were just responding with one of those little kind of heart faces. It's not what I want. I want free product. Anyway, let's see if I lose as I have done for the last 2 days. Probably will. Sun's in my eyes. Finished a game of cards. I was mostly average and started to win, then lost. So another successful day of card playing. We're contemplating ordering Subway, or we could cook, but we'll just see. So the next clip will either be us enjoying a Subway, or it'll be us looking partially miserable in the kitchen, thinking about what to pull together using the huge amount of stock that we have in the fridge. Catch you soon. Okay, an update. Scrap Subway. Screw you, corporate America. We are going to be supporting one of our favourite local Italian restaurants who have closed their doors to guests, obviously, but they are doing delivery service, and it's the first time they've done it, and we are deciding to support them instead in the hopes they can stay open and we can visit them again once all of this is cleared up. So see you later, Subway. Hello, Italy. How do you think about Italy? This is a problem you have. You're on lockdown. Food is tight. Times are hard, and I had left one single Richmond sausage out here earlier, and I thought, that's great, I'm going to come back to that, have a sneaky little nibble when no one's looking, only to find a nibble has already been taken. So as you heard, we have got an Indian, no we haven't, we've got an Italian on the way. Could edit that out, not going to bother. So what we're going to do is just add a bit more to it. Potato, slice, dice, spice, there we go. And yeah, I'll show you a quick, I guess, run through of how I do that. So I just do kind of a light bit of work. It's the most amazing thing. I got this from a vegan trade show. You can do all sorts of cool stuff with it, spiral it. Anyway, just a light bit of work there. And then, whoop, there you go. I'm just going to slice that into appropriate chunks. It's a bit too big. I'll show you in a moment. I'm not going to hold up each piece. The key to this is getting a decent knife. I love this knife, I don't even know where I got it from, but it's a really good one. So that's obviously too big. anything bigger than a human ear and you're in trouble. Unless it's my ears, they're slightly big. So I'm just going to slice them into kind of chip size, I suppose. Or if you're in America, fries. So slice and dice those. I actually want to try and do this with some polenta. It's pretty cheap. So in they go. So you can see one jack of potato does quite a lot. In they go. Let's look close up there. Got a bowl of potatoes kind of roughly this size here. I'm going to put some spices with it. So if you want to use some oil you can. Just a light amount, just as a... There we go. Ooh. There's not a lot of this left actually. Just to get a bit of a covering, and then you can go with some mixed herbs. Some, here we go. A bit of garlic Italian seasoning there. You could do salt and pepper, whatever you fancy, really. A couple of other favourites. A bit of onion salt, garlic granules. Yeah. Chuck it in. Give a little swoosh around. Again, nothing fancy. Believe it or not, I'm not actually a chef. On they go. If you're anything like me, forget to put the oven on, so that's going to take even longer now. Didn't preheat anything. Yeah, and then put in the oven for, don't know, how long do you think? 20 minutes? 25 minutes? Until the food arrives, and then just take it out and eat it because you're too impatient, tends to be my rule. Don't follow that guidance, it might make you sick. And that's the last thing you need right now. Anyway, I'll check in with you when the food arrives and this looks more or less edible. Okay, the food has arrived. Potatoes are nowhere near done, so absolutely awesome timing. That means eating 2 dinners now because, yeah, I've messed that up. They were incredibly quick though, so in fairness to me, difficult to judge. Hey team, so there it is. That's not worked at all. Try and angle that correctly. Just move it closer. There we go. So that's how they turn out. Could be a little bit longer in there, but again, impatience has kicked in, and the Italian food has already arrived, as you've probably seen from the clip I just showed. So yeah, it doesn't normally come with a bite out of it. That was taken before I had the opportunity to get my camera, so that'll be why. Food, demolish, a little bit left, that's okay. But we're now going to be watching some Disney Plus. Anybody else spending their cash on Disney Plus? Lion King is a film that's up, one of my favourite films, the animated one of course, but I haven't seen the real action, whatever you want to call it, one, so that is coming out. Watched Aladdin last night, so really making use of this time off. Look at the sun there. I'm like the guy from Twilight. I will check in with you maybe at some point later. What's the time now? 5:12. Wow, I thought it was much later than that. So I guess I will be checking with you later to let you know what I'm actually up to, and you're holding me accountable for doing a little bit more than just this, watching films. So I will see you soon. Alright, we're at the tail end of the day now, and a couple of things left on my to-do list. I have got a little bit of work to do for work. I'm a teacher, and just to give you kind of an update about where teaching is at the moment, schools are open for key workers. So any children of key workers, school is open for. Obviously we're running limited staff because there's no need to have everybody in. Generally speaking, we're 2 weeks before the Easter holidays, so all of the work that we've prepped will see parents and children through for 2 weeks, and then after that we're going to think about what's going to be happening. Are we going to be opening up? Are we not going to be opening up? So I'm just trying to plan ahead, figure out some activities and things that I can get set up for that first week after Easter, should we need to send home additional materials. In terms of personal, what am I going to be getting up to this evening? Well, I have signed up to complete and hopefully achieve a diploma in vegan nutrition, just to get myself a little bit more skilled. And also I just want to find out a little bit more about how I can be better prepared as a vegan, and how I can support others who may be transitioning to the lifestyle. There's an element of the course which involves how to set up your own practice. I don't want to do any of that stuff, but it's just to do with health benefits, environmental benefits, and all the things that maybe I didn't really know enough about, and I'm learning a lot. So there's 10 modules. I think I've done 2 so far. I've taken 2 assessments. So all the things are looking up. And I'm also going to take the time this evening to catch up on some YouTube. And I'm halfway through a podcast talk which features Tony Robbins, and he is talking to the lady, I forget her name now, who set up Spanx, which is absolutely multi-million, it might be billion, I can't quite remember, dollar company, and she set up with $5,000, and it's really interesting to listen to people's stories. I love listening to a journey, I love listening to how people have gone from their starting point to their end point, and it's just a story of kind of resilience and focus and drive. Inspirational stuff. So I like to keep myself motivated by the success of others. That's what this evening looks like, and then I'll probably settle into a little bit of headspace later, the meditation app, and maybe some yoga. The night is mine, and so that gives you hopefully a little bit of a summary about what my days have looked like so far under the self-isolation. As I said again, I know that we can have one exercise a day. I'm choosing not to do that to keep my friends and family and people around me safe. I'm just choosing not to go out, and I appreciate that I could go out at 5 in the morning and probably see nobody, but it's just one of those additional things that I don't want to be having as part of my routine. I'd rather it wasn't there at all, so I don't even need to focus on it or think about it. Anyway, hope you're staying safe, hope you enjoyed today's video. A little bit of fun, wasn't it? And I'll catch you soon.